Hey, what is going on, guys and girls? This is James from Twintendo, and today I'm starting a new series called Pick Your Pokemon. This is for competitive battling. It's going to show you how to improve your team, all that kind of stuff if you're struggling. So if you want your team to be chosen, comment down below with your team. I'm going to randomly pick a commenter for the next video. And I've got my friend Sam helping me today.
Hello.
And since he's versed my team in the last battle video, I think he knows my team pretty well. So we're going to analyse my team first, for the first video. See what's good about it, see what's bad. This might help you beat my team, which is kind of bad, but I can't really do anything about that. But anyway, we're going to go, basically the plan is we're going to go through every single Pokemon, or the 6 Pokemon, rate them out of 10, pros and cons, what can counter them, and then we're going to do an overall rating for the team. So, without further ado, let's go for Greninja. Greninja is like my MVP Pokemon. He is amazing. I normally start with him. He's got an amazing ability in Protein, which is he changing his type depending on what move he uses, and yeah, that can be amazing at times. It can mean he's very unpredictable, and obviously with a diverse move pool, it's very hard to judge what he's going to use. Anything you want to add, Sam?
The ability to change his types is probably the most annoying thing.
Yeah, he is annoying, but then it's like he can obviously pull through at times, but he is, again, he's not like the perfect Pokemon, otherwise he'd be banned. So he's got some weaknesses, but again, he's a fast Pokemon. He's amazing in double battles with map block. If you haven't seen my videos, he's amazing with that, and as I've said, he's got an unpredictable type. But however, he has got some weaknesses, guys. He can be outsped by a few things like Jolteon, which, by the way, obviously he starts as a Water Dark. If he can't use Protein ability, he won't switch, and therefore Electric kills him, unless you're running a Focus Sash or something. His defenses aren't that great, are they, Sam, really?
Pretty bad.
Yeah, but he does make up for it with speed, as you could tell. The best counters, as I said, for Greninja, Jolteon is 1, Noivern, again, because he's fast, maybe get a Draco Meteor on there quickly, Tentacruel can take the hits, same with Ferrothorn. So you kind of got two types there. You got the ones who outspeed Greninja, Jolteon and Noivern, and ones that can take hits, which are Tentacruel and Ferrothorn. But overall, guys, Greninja's an amazing Pokemon, definitely one of the best Pokemon we've seen so far in the game. And I'm going to give him a rating of 9.5. Do you think that's fair, Sam?
Yeah, I'd give it a high 9.5.
Yeah, so we have given him a 9.5. If you disagree, obviously, comment down below. You might think he deserves even higher. He's that godly. He might be like the next god Pokemon. Like, what was it? Pidgeot was Bird Jesus. Oh no, then again, he was a Jesus. Did you ever see Twitch plays Pokemon?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Bird Jesus. He can be Frog God or something. Anyway, we're going to move on to Garchomp. Sam, talk us through Garchomp.
So he's got a really high attack, he's a good sweeper, and he has a lot of abilities to help this. Because he's Dragon and Ground, he's got quite a lot of resistances. However, he does have a really heavy ice weakness. Yeah,
that ice can really one-shot him. Mentioning the abilities, actually, I've actually got Rough Skin, which is the hidden ability. It's not the best one. You want Sandveil, especially if you're going to do double battles. That raises his evasiveness in Sandstorm, so good pairing with Tyranitar, but still good to have Rough Skin, still not too bad. As Sam said, Ice Beam, or well, any ice type move can pretty much wreck Garchomp, so I always hold a berry that resists ice. I think it's a Yak Berry, actually. Yeah, that's the name of it. Fairy doesn't affect it too much. Dragon's pretty decent, to be honest. Best way to counter Garchomp, what would you say, Sam?
A lot of good counters. Example, if you're faster, you can get in your Ice or Dragon. Or whatever.
Yeah, so Greninja, good example. And
or I use a Noivern.
Yeah, Noivern. Oh yeah, Noivern was actually very good.
One shot it with a Draco Meteor.
Mamoswine, Ollie suggested, only because I think, what's the move that goes first? Is it Ice Shard? I think it is, yes. Ice Shard goes first, so you can get some decent damage on. And I think Mamoswine could take a few hits.
Yeah, he's a bit big.
And yeah, Togekiss is definitely a good wall against Garchomp and can just take those attacks.
He's fast as well.
Yeah. Garchomp does kind of rely on Swords Dance as well, I'm not going to lie. He's still good without it, obviously, but Swords Dance can really sweep a team. So overall, guys, we've decided to give Garchomp a 9 out of 10. Very good Pokemon, a very popular Pokemon. You see him on like all teams. But he does have quite a few weaknesses compared to Greninja as well. So yeah, we've gone for 9. That might be a bit high, you might think, or you might think it's a bit low, because you see them a lot, but that's just our opinion.
Very popular.
Right, moving on to Gliscor. A very kind of niche Pokemon. You don't really see them too much, but I really do love my Gliscor a lot. It's really tricky. Like, if you've seen the videos, in fact I'll show you now on the screen, pretty much he stalls, he can waste time, but basically what he does is poison with toxic, then protect, then substitute. He's an asshole. Like I said, I like to call it the douchebag tactic. You can call it what you want. Got an amazing ability in poison heal, holds a poison orb, heals back his damage from substitute or any attack, and yeah, he's pretty decent. Sam, run us through his weaknesses there.
He's a big weakness to ice because he's flying in ground type.
Yeah, so that's 4 times the damage.
Also, if he's taunted, he has to use attacks, so he can't use any.
Yeah, so pretty much I run Earthquake. Yeah, as Sam was saying, he can't use Protect or Substitute or Toxic, and I only run Earthquake. So if it's against, say, Skarmory or something, I've got no chance against it because obviously Poison's not going to work anyway. But anyway, yeah, Air Balloon, Sam, is another good weakness to, well, good way to counter Gliscor. Why is that? Do you know why?
I don't.
Okay, I thought some might know that. Air Balloon is an item, I'm not sure if it was 5th gen or 6th gen, you can give it to Pokemon and it can evade ground moves. It basically means it's a flying type until it's hit. Once you hit it with the Pokemon holding the Air Balloon, it'll pop, go back to the ground, and then you can start using ground moves on it. So, Pokemon can avoid his Earthquake attack, which means can't really be touched. So, good counters, Sam.
Well, Skarmory's quite good.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Go on. Yeah. And basically, again, just to say, Toxic can't touch Skarmory because he's Steel. And yeah, exactly. So Earthquake's not going to touch it. Toxic's not going to touch it. So you're pretty much out of options. Excadrill.
Excadrill's pretty good as well if it does have the Air Balloon.
Yeah. So that's an example of the Air Balloon. Toxic can't touch it. Ground would normally do quite a bit of damage on it because it's got the Air Balloon, can't be touched. And yeah, pretty much you won. So because of those reasons, guys, even though Gliscor's an amazing Pokemon, had to knock it down a bit. We gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Maybe that's fair, maybe that's not. Maybe if it gets lower, maybe if it gets higher, let us know in the comments. But we're going to move on to the next Pokemon. Sam, you introduced this Pokemon to us.
The infamous Talonflame.
Yep, infamous, definitely. You see these on all teams pretty much, don't you?
Yeah, he's very good at sweeping. He's got really high speed, especially if it has the ability Gale Wings.
Yep.
Priority attacks for flying moves.
Yeah, that's an amazing ability, guys. If you have a Talonflame and you're not running Gale Wings, it might not as well be in your team. It's pretty much deadwood, to be honest.
It has a high attack damage as well.
Yep.
Add to that, and it can recover health.
Yeah, with Roost, guys, it can recover a lot of health, and plus it gets a priority to heal itself with Gale Wings, so yeah, very good. However, guys, it does have its weaknesses. Its defenses aren't that great, but if you set up, then hopefully, you shouldn't have the problem. But, if you don't outspeed a Pokemon or you don't quite take it down, they can definitely get you. So, good counters are Heatran, can take the hits. Rotom Wash can definitely get Talonflame. I've been defeated by a couple of those. And Tyranitar is probably your best option. Fire and Flying is not very effective on it, and it can just Stone Edge you in one hit. So they're good counters. However, guys, because Talonflame's amazing, got to go for a rating of 9.5.
Yeah.
That's only if you run Gale Wings. So if you don't run Gale Wings, it's probably, I don't know, maybe an 8. Yeah, it's not great without Gale Wings, I don't think.
It's really, really nice.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's so good. Okay, moving on to the 5th Pokemon. Sam, who have we got here?
Scissor. So he's really good at sweeping. He's got really high attack, and his defense is quite high as well.
Yeah.
And he's got good ability.
Yeah. I'll talk you through the ability because I don't think Sam knows it.
Technician.
Yeah, okay, no, he does know it. Technician is, it powers up your moves if they're below 60 attacks. So say, Bullet Punch is the one I use, you can use Quick Attack, stuff like that. But if you give it a Life Orb as well, the damage goes through the roof as well. Plus, Scissor's got high attack, which means you can knock out Pokemon if you Sword Stance. Say, I don't know, electric type Pokemon, Bullet Punch that, not very effective. You still knock it out in one hit though, because that's how powerful Scissor is. His ability with Life Orb, with Sword Stance, makes him an amazing sweeper. You've just got to set up, that's the only problem I'd say. But he has his weaknesses. Without Bullet Punch, which always goes first, he is very slow. He's got weak defenses at times, especially to fire. One fire hit can definitely melt that Scissor. It's ×4 damage. So if you've got fire Pokemon, he's not going to survive for much longer really. Good counters, Sam, what are they?
Infernape, obviously it's fire and fighting as well.
Yep.
Eat Rotom is pretty good.
Yep.
Heatran is quite nice as well.
Yeah. And all those 3 Pokemon that Sam listed, they all have stab fire moves, which means without Bullet Punch, he's in, you know, he's in for some pain, Scissor. However, guys, if you could get Sword Stance off with Scissor, he's going to really wreak damage on the other team. So that's why we're giving him a 9 out of 10 rating. He is very, very good.
Solid 9.
Yeah, the amount of times I've just Scissor sweeped the entire team for me, it's been crazy. He's incredible. But we are going to move on to the final Pokemon, guys. We're going for Kangaskhan, or pretty much Mega Kangaskhan, really, in this case. His pros are, obviously, it's Mega Evolution, it's a sweeper again, Sucker Punch priority really helps. It means if I power up punched a couple of times, I can always hit first no matter what, as long as the opponent's going to hit me. And Return has a massive attack. As long as you make your Kangaskhan love you fully, you can do it through, is it Pokemon and Me, I think it is?
Yeah.
Use that, it's so helpful. I mean, it'll take you around an hour or two to get it maxed out, but it's so worth it because Return does massive damage, guys. Weaknesses, however, there are a few, you know, as every Pokemon has. Sucker Punch can fail if, say, they're using a status move or switching, so you can waste a turn, and that can be costly in double battles. Rocky Helmet's a bitch, I'm not going to lie. The amount of times I've punched something with Kangaskhan because you use Return, Power Up Punch, or Sucker Punch, they're all physical attack moves. Someone has a Rocky Helmet, it does a lot of damage because Kangaskhan attacks twice. Well, Mega Kangaskhan does, and that's one benefit about it, though. And yeah, Ferrothorn is a pain as well. Yeah.
Or anyone with rough skin.
Yeah, stuff like Spike, well, not Spike, what is Iron Barbs? Ferrothorn has, that's it. And Rough Skin, yeah, they do really hurt, and especially if you hold a Rocky Helmet with those two, it does like twice the damage, so it's a real pain.
Lose half your health just by attacking.
Exactly, yeah. Lose your health by attacking, which ain't great. But anyway, counters, Sam. What have we got for counters?
Blaziken's pretty good, Lucario and Gengar, because they're all quite useful.
They're all, yeah, pretty much they're all fast fighting types. Well, Blaziken and Lucario is. Gengar...
You can't be hurt by
yeah.
a lot of the moves Kangaskhan uses.
So like Power Up Punch, Fake Out, Return. However, guys, there is one way you can counter that. If you haven't Mega Evolved Kangaskhan and you've got the ability Scrappy, which I do, it means you can hit Ghost types with normal and fighting moves. So it is really good. If, say, you come across a Ghost Pokemon first, you throw Kangaskhan out first, and they've thrown out a Gengar. Don't Mega Evolve straight away. You say Power Up Punch twice on it, or use a Return or Fake Out. In fact, Fake Out first. Always use Fake Out if you can. Very good. Gives you, you know, a bit of damage, especially if you Mega Evolved. But if you can't Mega Evolve with a Ghost Pokemon, it doesn't really matter. As long as you get a bit of damage on it, it's all good. But Kangaskhan is an amazing Pokemon, especially Mega Kangaskhan. So we've had to give it the godly rating of 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I would give it 11 if I could, but apparently Sam says those maths don't work really.
Yeah, out of 10, 11's not enough.
Okay guys, we're going to pretty much talk about the whole team, like how do they work together and the pros and weaknesses of them, and then we're going to do an overall score and kind of a grading system as well. So Sam, run us through the pros of the entire team.
So with your team, you've EV trained everything.
Yep.
So that's a big boost.
It is a big boost.
Because they have the right natures, that's going to give them 10% boost to the most important.
Yep. So yeah, Sam clearly knows what he's talking about. I didn't even know that actually, the 10% bit.
Sweepers are very good for taking out entire teams. You have a lot of sweepers in your team.
Yep.
Which means
if
one,
they take
out one,
yeah,
you've
exactly.
got plenty more.
Exactly, Sam. Yeah, he knows it.
Your move pools are very diverse. So
yeah.
You can get around a lot of problems very easily.
Yeah, I can cover a lot of types, which is very important for battling. You can't just rely on, say, one type of move or one, you know, type for the entire battle. So definitely make sure you have a diverse move pool, guys.
Another bonus is because there aren't any red legendaries in it, you don't have to rely on their increased power.
Yep. So I've seen a lot of you guys use 6 legendaries, and you know you might think that's good, but I've beaten them before. And, you know, relying on 6 legendaries isn't that fun. Like, let's be honest, you're relying on massive power, and really, I think you guys can win battles without legendaries, and you should just rely on your team a bit more, I think. But all teams have weaknesses, especially mine. Problem with my team is they have no switch-up moves like U-turn or Volt Switch, so if I'm in trouble, I mean, yeah, I can switch, but I can't really do damage on them and maybe really help my team out. Especially, you know, U-turn and Volt Switch are very helpful. Just don't have him on my team anymore. I think I used to run it on one Pokemon especially. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, don't run him anymore. I don't have many status moves either. They're all more about physical attack, apart from Gliscor's Toxic, which is amazing, especially for him. I don't really use status moves, which can cost me, especially, you know, like Smeargles and Darkrai's. You come across them, they're good with Spore and Dark Void. But yeah, I don't really have any moves like that. And I do rely on setup moves, I'm not going to lie, guys. Swords Dance wins me battles. It's definitely worth having if you can use it. But without that, I could lose a few battles, I'm not going to lie. But if you can, you know, get it off, it's fine. If you can use it, you can win battles. It's just getting that right moment, really.
I do think one problem you might encounter is because you do have a lot of setup moves, using something like, it's called Psych Up?
Oh yeah, Psych Up, I think you're right, yeah.
Steals those status boosts. So if you've just spent a turn using Swords Dance, they can use Psych Up and steal it, and you've just wasted your turn.
Yeah, and exactly, yeah. I'm not quite sure what Pokemon can learn that. I'm pretty sure Sableye can, but
Clefairy can.
Oh, Clefairy can. Clefairy's a good Pokemon. What is it? Clefable? Clefable, that's it, yeah. But yeah, exactly. Sam made a very good point there. So if he ever uses Clefable on me, I know what he's going to try and do.
I might be a plan of mine.
Okay, guys, overall, I've calculated the averages, and we've given this 9.25 out of 10, this team. Very good team. Pretty much we've given it,
it's really good.
Yeah, the S rank. Now pretty much, guys, this is how it's going to be graded. Anything over 9 gets an S. Anything between, I'd say, 8.5 to 9 gets an A. And then anything like 8.5 to 7.5 gets a B. And you can work out the rest, really, guys. Yeah, C, D, E, F. And then fail if you just run like 6 Magikarps, guys. So, yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. If you want your team to be judged, if you're struggling in competitive battling, let us know. We'll help you. We'll, you know, go for your team like this, tell you how you can improve, maybe new Pokemon entirely, maybe just, you know, need to tweak a few things here and there. So pretty much, guys, how this is going to work, comment down below if you want your team to be analysed. I'm going to pick a random comment through like a random YouTube generator thing, and I'll do that for the next episode. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Sam, for helping me out. You've had a lot of Pokemon knowledge that I didn't even know about, which is kind of scary since I've been playing it since like 2003, and Sam's only really gotten into it again.
Mainly just through Y, a bit in Pearl.
Yeah, Sam was like a force to be reckoned with in Pokemon Pearl. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video.